What is up, guys? Epic Pokemon TCG here. And today, guys, I actually have a different kind of video for you. There is going to be gameplay during this video, but this video is just showing you that Pokemon TCG Online currently has some stuff that really needs to be fixed, because I know I'm not the only one experiencing this stuff a lot. You'll see in the video that the timer will actually stop on my opponent's side, and then it'll pop up a screen saying that I'm the one being inactive. The discard piles cannot be checked, and it's just one big issue. And I feel like, this needs to be addressed, and this needs to be fixed, because honestly I've lost games because the timer's just stopped and then it says I was inactive for too long, and not being able to check my opponent's discard pile and my discard pile really puts a big hindrance on the game, because you don't know what resources they've gone through, you don't know what you have in your discard pile and such. But just for the sake of the video, here is the deck list that I did use during the video. I've already done a deck profile over it and everything, and the deck profile wasn't exactly what I wanted because of this big hindrance. But without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into the gameplay, and you guys will see all the buggy madness that I'm talking about. So enjoy. But alright, we're going to be going against the Tank 89. And I will be going first, actually. And it looks like we get another Bronzor start. That just seems like the theme of today's video. And it looks like we're going against Vespiquen. This is going to be a very, very interesting matchup. But I am going to Ultra Ball here, discarding the 2 Metal Energy, just getting them into the discard pile. And we're going to grab a Hoopa at this point. Alright, now I'm going to grab Hoopa early. Go ahead and get that out of my hand, or out of my deck, and get some stuff onto the field, because I want to try to explode before my opponent. That came out really wrong. Alright. Here we go. So we're going to grab a Rayquaza line, play down the Spirit Link there, and we're going to evolve right away into Rayquaza. And I could Ultra Ball here, but let's see. Well, I don't want to Ultra. I just want to see if I can probably get something here out of this. And oh my goodness! All right, I am going to hold on to that. And unfortunately, we only get 4, but that's okay because we did get Shaman. And I'm going to go ahead and play the Trainer's Mail. And we're going to take a look at our discard pile. So I'm just going to grab the Birches, save that VS Seeker for later. And I am going to just kind of hold off here at this point, because I don't want to try to go through too many resources, get too much stuff going. Because if I completely whiff and burn a lot of resources and my opponent just absolutely goes off on me, then we're going to be in a bad time. But we do see Battle Compressor from my opponent, getting some Pokemon into the discard pile to fire up that Vengeance attack, or whatever. Is it B Revenge? I don't know. I'm going to actually discard some Unknown and a Vaporeon. I actually don't play Vaporeon. When I built Bees, I didn't play Vaporeon. I don't know why. And no, is it because no one likes Vaporeon? I like Vaporeon. But we do see DCE coming on to Combee, along with a Muscle Band and a Professor Sycamore, discarding a Flareon and a Jolteon. That's what I want to see getting discarded. I don't want to see Jolteon at all. That's why I held on to those Lysanders, because I pretty much just have to try to get rid of Jolteon, because that's just going to make the Bees one-shot my Rayquazas really easily. And honestly, in that price trade-off, I'm getting the short end of the stick. But my opponent actually discards a Combee. That's very interesting. I want to know what he got that would be picked over at Combee. Of course, my opponent could play Sacred Ash in this deck too. Seems kind of counterintuitive, but honestly and truly, you can just get back like a 2/2 Beeline and an Unknown, and it won't be that bad. But my opponent actually passes, and we top deck the switch here. We don't have any energy on this thing. Okay. So I am going to bench Shaman. Draw 2. Oh my goodness. That is just brutal. We do get 7, that's good. And we draw into the bronze orb, actually. That's what I like to see. And I am going to Metal Link here, attaching one of these energy to Rayquaza. And let's go ahead and play that down. We're going to play that. And I am going to Ultra Ball here, because I just put the Mega Patch in there just to have a little more flexibility. And I'm going to go ahead and grab Shaman. Go ahead and lay down Shaman here. And drawing to a 6. So we did get the DC. We got the whole setup, but unfortunately we didn't get a switch. That's the only bad thing. So that's got to be bad next turn. But there is Jolteon, and I gotta check and see how many Pokemon. Okay, now, god dang it, I hate Pokemon TCG Online sometimes. Look at this. I can't check my opponent's discard pile. Like, what? Why is that even a thing, man? So now I won't be able to calculate and see how much damage my opponent's doing right now. But the only bad thing at this point is that I didn't hit that switch. I really needed to hit the switch, and yeah. I was hoping to hit a Bronzong and Metal Link then switch, but that's not how that went down. I guess my opponent is thinking about his next move. And at this point, if he knocked out my Bronzong, I don't think I would be that upset about it. Just because I just want to get it out of the active spot. I want to start attacking. So I don't know what my opponent is doing, but he's just kind of sitting here chilling. You gonna make a move, homie? Where's that little emo girl? Where's that little emo girl that pops up and says you're taking too long? The timer stopped? I'm so confused. What's going on? Hello? Okay, there we go. How am I inactive? What? Sorry about that, guys. Wow. So it randomly popped up and said I was inactive, but it just wasn't letting me do anything. Goodness gracious. So I'm immediately getting rid of these Shaman. So there is Vespiquen, and it still won't let me check the discard pile a little bit. Alright, so we do see Jolteon and the Vespiquen. That is just sucky. So I have no idea how many Pokemon my opponent even has in the discard pile at this point. I don't get how I was inactive, but it's whatever. But I don't know if stuff went down whenever that was going on. I don't know if my opponent was playing or what was the deal there. But yeah. But here we go again. My opponent just sitting here. I swear, like the sub players just bugging me. Have you guys been experiencing this lately? Like people just taking a good long year to play. Like I'm cool with, you know, people thinking out moves, but come on, bruh. Oh, he did something. Look at that. Alright, so here we go. Alright, here's a battle compressor. So now I'm pretty much sure that, you know, Bronze's going to be going down. My opponent actually just retreats into that Jolteon. Guess that was the only course of action. I did see my opponent discard a Lysander. And I'm just going to put that Shaman back in the deck and figure one up. Let's go ahead and play the Birch's Observation. That's really all we have. Watch me draw 4. Watch this. And I touch it. But we do hit the switch. That's very good. What am I? Oh yeah, that was playing Skyfield. Alright. I'm just going to hold off for a turn. There we go. There's the Emerald Break for 150 damage. I'm sorry about all the just sitting there, guys. That just... that's Pokemon TCG Online in a nutshell sometimes for you. But we see Acrobite from my opponent. Discarding a Battle Compressor, grabbing a card. But next turn, I think whenever I draw something, I think next turn I'm gonna Ultra Ball away these two and grab a Shaman and yeah, just Skyfield. So that way I get rid of the Broken Bind Space card. But there is a Lysander, probably going to pick off this Shaman here. But if he tries to bring up something install, I do have to switch. And there is a Fire Energy onto Shaman. I guess my opponent is preparing a Sky Return. Dude. So how are you guys doing? Yeah, this is a very exciting game, I know. I try, like, these games, I try not to have them all like this, where it's just my opponent sitting there. I don't know, but I figured I'd tell you guys a little bit about me. I like long walks on the beach. I like to be treated like a classy lady. I'm just messing with you guys. Just a laid back dude. I like to have fun. I like to play Pokemon instead of watching my opponent's timer go down. But yeah, pretty much for the most part, you know, I just kind of goof off and try to have a good time. Really struggling with this commentary because, you know, it's just kind of awkward sitting here watching my opponent's timer go down and my opponent doing stuff here and there. But there is 190. Jesus Christ. But I do see what my opponent is trying to do here. And, yeah, we ain't all about that business. So I am going to switch into this Rayquaza here. And we are going to actually Ultra Ball here, and we're going to discard Shaman. I know my opponent has the Lysander in hand, but maybe my opponent will draw something that, you know, force them to play something else. Let's go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Play that down. Play the DCE down here. And I am going to... I think I'm just going to Sigma one. Go ahead and get that out of the way. There is the Spirit Link, just in case we need another Pokemon. And alright. Now I'm actually going to Dragon Pulse here. Hang on a second. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and Dragon Pulse for 100 damage. I could not have asked for 3 better cards to discard. Alright, so pretty much at this point, if my opponent wants the Sky Return, they lose. That's pretty much the situation that I'm putting them in. I've said, hey, you want a Sky Return, go for it, bro. but just saying it's going to be bad. But I think at this point my opponent is going to try to Lysander up something, and yeah. I think my opponent's probably going to try to do like the Lysander up, probably Hoopa, and stall. And we do see the Lysander, and there is a Bronzong actually being brought up, and I think, oh my god, I don't know what it is about the discard pile glitching out sometimes, but it's so frustrating. That is just absolutely like the most frustrating thing. And look, and now it's glitching out. Like, oh my god. Oh, I keep bumping the desk. My bad. I swear, Pokemon TCG Online is like one of the most buggy programs. It's great, don't get me wrong, but Jesus. This one just says GG, and I don't know what might be here. So I'm going to Metal Link here. And I am actually just going to go ahead and attach that there just in case. We're going to play down this. And let's go ahead and just Birches here. And we did get 7. And let's see what we get. Get a couple Rayquaza. That's pretty good. And yeah, that's pretty much all we can do at this point. How can I attack? Like, what? And I can't check my discard pile to see if I have any switch left. I could have played the VS Seekers, but I just want to hold on to those. I'm tempted to bring up that Combi and try to bait them into like Lysandering something and knocking it out. Like that's the thought process that I'm having at this point. I swear to God, this is like the most buggy damn game. It's like their timer stops and then like I don't know, man. I'm actually really tempted just to upload this and call it Pokemon TCG Online buggy. I don't know yet. But I'm definitely not using this for the example gameplay for this deck because yeah, this is just, oh my god. Ooh. Alright. This will most definitely be a video. Like I just like, this is ridiculous. See, because like, it's like my opponent's little like little star things going around indicating it's their turn. Their timer's not going down. I can't check either discard pile. If you look right there, I try to double click there too, and it's just like what? But I have been experiencing that problem a lot with me not being able to check the discard pile. That's very, very frustrating. And actually, in all honesty, it's cost me games because I can't check it, and I won't have a card that lets me look at the discard pile automatically, and it, oh my god, it's just so frustrating. The freaking tank here won't, do anything, or can't do anything. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm probably just continue. Alright. So this is definitely not going to be the example gameplay. I will probably upload this and I'll probably say at the start of the video, hey, this video is going to be really boring because Pokemon TCG Online bugs out and neither one of us can do anything. But I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay, and thank you so much for watching. And for the love of God, if you have a Pokemon TCG Online account, send... I know there's a feature on here where you can send in, you know, problems and stuff that they need to try to fix. Definitely send in the discard pile problem, and yeah, that needs to be fixed. And whatever the hell happened with my opponent's like timer thing going, and then me saying, or the game saying that I was being inactive when my turn was done, that definitely needs to be fixed too. So if you guys are watching this video, send in your stuff to them saying, hey, this needs to be fixed. I'm about to go do that actually right now. So love you guys, thank you so much for watching, and this is Epic Pokemon TCG signing out. Take care, guys.